Hey everybody, welcome back to Rusty Wrench Restorations. I'm up here today in Providence Forge, Virginia at my buddy John's house. He's having a small engine show, if you will. He's had a huge collection over the years, and when I say huge, I mean hundreds and hundreds of hit-and-miss engines, just small steam engines and tractors and all kinds of stuff. So this is my second show that I've been to up here. The last one I went to was a few years ago, and every time he has them, I always have something going on and I can't quite make it up. So fortunate to be able to come up here for today's show. It's a beautiful day, so I'm not going to do a whole lot of narrating because honestly I don't know much about any of these things, but just some really cool stuff to see, so we'll check it out. I am going to show you behind me over here. If you see his shop, it might look a little familiar. I'll put a photo in here. This is the same driveway that I have my truck sitting in when I got Sweaty Betty. I actually used two tractors to make Sweaty Betty, and the one here in this photo that I just put up, the front end of that, the narrow front single wheel, is what we ended up using on Sweaty Betty. The rest of the tractor was just too far gone and couldn't save it. But anyway, this is where part of Sweaty Betty came from, so let's walk around and see what I got.
I told me everything about it. It's amazing. Hello, Aldo. Hey, Aldo. You all right? Not yet. No, that's pretty good. Yeah.
There's Brian looking for more stuff to buy.
I put in on this thing.
Hey, how are you? How you doing? I remember you. How are you today? Everywhere you look, more engines. I don't know the total number. he's had, I'm sure over the years, probably hundreds, buying and selling. I know John's been all over the country going to shows, buying engines, selling engines. This is his son Wesley's workshop area. But I mean, just all kinds of cool stuff everywhere you look. I could spend the whole day in here just looking at the cool memorabilia. Old Emerson fans, RC, just cool things. Now this far wall of the shop over here has changed quite a bit. There used to be several levels, and there were literally hit and miss engines backed in on the floor with a shelf and more on top. So he's been doing a lot of reducing and cutting back and getting rid of some of his collection. So we're here today to look at some of the engines that are for sale, maybe get a first pick on some, and just kind of enjoying it for what it is. So it's really cool seeing all these old engines run. Another International engine here. I mean, like I said, they're everywhere. Every time you turn around, you see something cool. Titan vertical engine, International Harvester. Love these old cooling towers. There's another bigger engine over here I want to show you too that's got the same type of setup. Beautiful truck they restored. Corn shellers, signs, engines, and more engines. Talked to John earlier. He said this was one of 12 known to exist. Nice little pile of Maytag engines here. If you've never seen these before, they're the kickstart version, and these would be belted up to your Maytag washing machine. I had restored one of these a few years back. Pretty cool. Good beginner engines. Magnetos, foils. Like I said, I can't really narrate much because I don't know much about these, but this one here apparently is some sort of pump. I'm assuming water because it looks like there's a spot for two strainers on here, plugs for venting them out. So engines on that side, and I guess it's got a gear drive under here, but it's pretty cool. You know, it's probably kind of hard to see some of this stuff being in a Connex box. Lister Jr. I believe these are from overseas. Yeah, Dursley, England. These little Lister vertical engines are popular. Easy to kind of move around. This looks like it was set up as a water pump, belt drive off another engine, and set up your suction and return. What's this one here? Cushman Cubs, Cushman Motor Works, Lincoln, Nebraska. They used to make golf carts. Crosley. They used to make cars back in the day. Pretty cool. Nice little small engines on carts, kind of easy to move around. I say easy, they're several hundred pounds. Well, if you like small engines, this is the place to be. It's pretty cool. John puts this show on. He used to do quite a few of them, and lets people come, bring their equipment, tractors, engines. They've got fires going, nice little shop area to hang out in. They do lunch, and just some good camaraderie. Let people meet other people in the hobby. They got the Model A Club here today as well, and lots of buying and selling and trading, and just pretty cool. John's a really good guy, and I'm fortunate to be able to come up here and video this today. Him and his wife Lori are the most hospitable people that I think I've ever known. So I'm gonna stop talking. Like I said, we're just gonna keep videoing. There's a lot to see here. Gotta love the coffee can, gas can. Oh, here's one for my boy Dell from. Let me get over here and get a better shot. Backyard with Dell. Look at that. There's your wheel horse, buddy. Got you a hit and miss engine on it. That's pretty neat. Corn shoulders. Let's see what we got here. McCormick. I want to say that's IH also, because I can't tell. I always remember like these skids and the handle that folds in on the flywheel. This one's a bit newer. McCormick Deering. Galloway, that's a big boy. Pretty cool. Steve Starling, my Ford guy on my channel. I'm sure he'd like these. Couple other big boy engines over here. I don't even know how John moves this stuff around. These are the things that built America, you know. It's good to see they're here and at least getting saved from the scrap anyway, at least for the time being. I'm gonna head over here. There's one that I saw earlier that I wanted to show you guys. I thought it was pretty neat. It's not this one. This one is cool, but this isn't the one I was talking about. And again, I know nothing about these. Let's see, this is Bessemer. That looks like the one that's under the shelter over there that Wesley's trying to get started right now. Let's see, Bessemer, Grove City, PA. Lots of stuff from New England. Cool little belt set up here. All these oilers and governors, flyweights. It's pretty cool. This is the one that I wanted to show you. I've never seen one of these before. It's got two pistons, and I'm gonna have to ask John about this because I don't know. But they're offset from each other. You know, the back of the bore here on this one, and this one's back here. I want to say, I'm going to assume this is just a single cylinder engine, and then the piston and connecting rod that are on the flywheel here, I want to say it was probably like an air pump. This kind of looks like a relief valve to me, maybe, and the air would come from down, but I'm not too sure. So I'll try to find out, see what he says. Let's see what this says on it. PEID, P-E-I-D. I'm gonna assume it's an air compressor, but I don't know. If you know, comment below, and if I can get a hold of John and find out, I'll put it up here on the screen so you know. It's pretty neat. I've just never seen one like that had the dual piston. It's pretty cool. I think John just picked this one up a few weeks ago. It's a Ford, I want to say it's a 2N. I always get confused. The 2N and the 9N have the same kind of flat hub in the back. It's got the front mount distributor. That's always a pain. Go over to Matt the Scrat Whisperer and ask him about that. He'll tell you all about how fun those front mount distributors are. Some of the other models, forgot the year they switched over, but they're over here on the side. It's a side mount. So yeah, I'm not sure what he's going to do with this. I'm sure he's just going to sell. He's not a restorer. There's no new paint here, not much anyway. But pretty cool tractors. Old International Harvester. This one was running a little earlier this morning. This is the one I was telling you about with the other cooling tower on it. So basically the water, the hot water from the cylinder head area goes up and it kind of trickles down over those screens, and as air is blowing through, or just, you know, natural ventilation, helps to cool the cooling water. It collects at the bottom of the bin and goes in there at the bottom. Some of them even have fans on the side, some of like your oil pull tractors and whatnot. So pretty cool.
Go this way one time, and then we'll try to pull through. Ready? Up. You good? It'll take you one in. Alright. You hear it sucking in gas on that side? Yeah. Go back. One hit. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Okay? Yep. Alright. I don't know. Where's the white at?
Insert the needs gas in it clip.
It ain't got no gas in it.
I've been trying all morning to get that thing going. A couple backfires. That one wasn't too bad. Sometimes it sounds like a cannon going off. Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
I was thinking about that.
There's a pump that you can run on a.
There's the man, the myth, the legend right there.
He's behind me.
And Brian getting in trouble buying more stuff.
And now his wife knows. Got evidence.
Don't put that on the internet for a couple weeks.
Brian bought his first thing for the day. This is a Sears Roebuck. I think we looked at the tag on it. It's a model 700-4 series. So I'll just kind of show you what's on the back here. Here's the tag. So it's the model 700 and the 4 series. So this one says 453, and the best we can tell, it means it's 1953. That's when this was. We Googled it, and they're made from the 40s through the 60s. So it's just a spoke wheel wagon, basically. It's kind of neat. It's adjustable. You can move this rear axle either forward or back further. And he's gonna make a chicken egg cart out of it. Sell those chicken eggs. So just something kind of lightweight.
Make my wife a chicken egg.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the wife.
This is
That's
hers.
right.
I'm buying this for the love of my wife.
That's right. Yep. Bought it for his wife.
Right.
I bought my Oliver crawler for my wife too.
It's a beautiful yard decoration. I gotta go get some actual sockets. Those are tight.
All right. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Never seen one of these before. We Googled it, and you know, when you look on Google and you can't find something, then not that it's necessarily rare, there just isn't many people who have photos of them apparently. So yeah, it's kind of a neat piece. So the plan is, instead of trying to load this whole thing on a trailer as is, because neither of us brought a trailer today, we'll remove this rear bolt here. That'll separate the rear axle. And then up at the front where the steering gear is, I think there's just 3 bolts we have to remove from there. Get that front gear off the main beam. He's gonna put it in the back of his truck because, still haven't started the engine yet. Anyway, the driveway coming in here, you can kind of see over here, there's a 2-lane highway, and then there's railroad tracks, and it kind of drops down and comes in, and neither of our trailers I don't think would make it in without bottoming out on the railroad tracks, so kind of a non-option there. Anyway, yeah, so Brian got a cool running gear. I've managed not to buy anything yet. The day's still young, but yeah, a lot of cool stuff here. He's really thinned down, like I was saying earlier. He's had over, I think the last time I came, I want to say it was probably 2 years ago, and he was saying he had like 80 or 90 engines, which is crazy. He's kind of thinned some stuff down, and I don't know, I think he's like me. When he says he thins stuff down, that just means you've made more room and more money for more engines. So we'll see how the thinning down goes next time we come up here, if there's more. All right, well, that was pretty easy. We got these 3 bolts loosened up and that one back there, so we can break it down and we'll drag it over to Brian's truck and load it up.
Back in. Pretty sure they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Nobody told me.
Yeah, them old 4.6s, they're tough. They last. You know, they ain't the easiest thing on gas, but I ain't building for gas miles. I want the gas miles that have.
Hey, always see that smile for guys. You gotta start the face.
All original. Except for the tires.
Now they're going backwards to buy a new one. You're still probably getting better gas miles now.
Man, oh yeah, that's like I got a 2019. Still, it does pretty good, man. Buddies of mine that if you leave it there, 4 or 5 miles a gallon right off the bat.
And we got the running gear in the truck.
Oh yeah.
While I'm thinking of it, I want to get you over here and look at this this boiler. It's basically a boiler. It's not a traction engine. It's not self-propelled. It would have to get pulled by something else. But this used to reside at my good buddy Duck's place for a long time. Let's see what we got on the front here. AB Fair Cart, maybe, York, Pennsylvania. There's the boiler tubes inside there. So the backstory on this, I believe up in Petersburg, Virginia, They used it for a heating and reheating of food left over from either a hospital or an insane asylum, and they would basically use the steam from this to heat the food, either for the patients or whatever was left over. They would end up giving to the hog farmers for their hogs. But for some reason, I guess the food had to be heated before they could, I guess maybe to kill bacteria before they fed it to the animals. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I had seen this thing at my buddy Duck's for the longest time. It used to sit about halfway down his driveway. And I guess John went over there at some point and saw it and decided he needed to have it more than Duck. But I don't know what the weight is on this thing, but John said it is a heavy machine. Let's see if we can get a little peek inside the firebox here. Oh yeah, it's open at the bottom. You can see the boiler tubes in the front. So yeah, basically just a portable boiler used to make steam. I'm sure they could do all kinds of things, heat buildings and whatnot. So anyway, wanted to get a video of that. I kept seeing it over here and I was near it, so it's pretty cool stuff. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for today's episode on Rusty Wrench Restorations. Thanks again to John and his wife Lori for putting on an awesome event and inviting us out. We had a great time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, all the different hit and miss engines and everything, and hopefully we'll do it again soon. We'll catch you in the next one.